Okay, so I'm starting off with 6 of these little plastic golf balls that I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. And I would try to worry about filling in all of the little pits and everything like that, but it would take a very, very long time, and I don't want to build up on it when the way I'm going to be attaching them to the belt might pull off the glue or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these outside and I'm going to spray them with a matte white spray paint, and I'm going to spray the entire thing so that way the red paint has a matte surface to paint on, because right now these are very glossy and I don't think my acrylic paint would actually stick to this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will show you guys what they look like whenever that's done. Okay, so I've gone ahead and spray painted these white, and so now they're a very matte finish. And now I'm going to go in with my red acrylic paint, and for this I'm using Red Apple. And I'm just going to go on the very top of the middle seam here. And I'll just go ahead and paint all of these, and I will show you guys what it looks like whenever the red is done. Okay, so I've gone ahead and painted all of the tops red, and I've already gone ahead and just with a pencil sketched the line around the middle and also where the button part would be. And actually this is pretty good, because if you accidentally messed up and got some red on the white part, you can just simply put the button there and it will cover it up. Now I've already gone ahead and done one of them just to show you guys what it looks like. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this to the rest of them, and then I'll spray them with a quick coat of sealer, and I'll show you guys what they look like when they're completely finished. Okay, so here are the Pokeballs now that I have fully sealed them and everything like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start attaching them to the belt. And I've already gone ahead and painted the belt brown. And I've also added these pieces of fabric to the belt, and these are just going to help adhere the Pokeballs, because I was afraid that because of the texture of the belt that the Pokeballs wouldn't adhere very well. Okay, so here is what I had to do. Now, I tried to glue the Pokeballs on first with E6000, and that didn't work. And then I was actually going to sew them on, but sewing the Pokeballs on was way harder than I could have ever imagined, so that didn't work. So I had seen that a lot of other people use Velcro. Now, at first I wasn't going to use Velcro because my nephew is younger and he's going to be wearing this to school, and I was afraid he was going to knock one of the Pokeballs off or lose it or something like that. But my mom actually found some Velcro at the store, and this one is for fabric. So this is the one that I used on the belt, and then this one is for its industrial strength, and it can be used on plastic. So what I did was I actually cut it in the middle. I don't know if you can see it. Cut it down the middle to the middle of the thing, and then folded it a little bit so that it would actually bend and shape better to the ball. And I actually went around the edges of that with some super glue just to be on the safe side. And now, put it on here. Now they actually stay really, as you can see, really well. Like, I have a hard time actually getting these things off. So these will stay on there really well for him as he's running around school and everything like that. So this is the finished belt. So yeah, like I said, the attaching the Pokeballs was a little bit difficult, but luckily we found these two things, the two different Velcros, and that seemed to work really well, so yeah. Okay, so this is the only like red and white hat I could find at my local store to make the Ash hat. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking off the logo, and I don't really know if I can actually take this embroidery off, so I may just end up painting over this, and then I'm just going to paint the little emblem he has on his hat. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking all of this embroidery off, and I will show you guys what it looks like whenever I get it all clean. Okay, so this is what the hat looks like. So I got the majority of the embroidery off, and that pretty much just means the really big embroidery. I then took just white fabric paint and went over the other embroidery. And because the hat, as you can see, was not as white as the fabric paint, I actually went ahead and just painted the rest of the white part with white paint. And as you can see, I left what will be the little symbol plain. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Kelly green paint, and I'll probably mix this with a little bit of fabric paint to help it adhere better. And then I'm just going to fill in the little symbol, and I will show you guys what that looks like whenever that's done. Okay, so this is what it looks like now that it's painted. And I may actually go over it with an iron for a few seconds just to heat set it a little bit once it dries. But yeah, so this is the finished hat. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!